Hi, welcome to I Don't Know, but God Knows, and I am your host, Patti. In today's video, I'm coming at you a little bit down. Not necessarily like, all the way down, but look, I feel cold and I really don't feel like I have a message or I really don't feel like I should be speaking. Um but God reminds me that like it's not me, it's not me, and that's what I want to tell you today, that it's not you. It is not you, that it is God using you. And that's what would make you good. I'm about to explain. We're about to get into it. I want to speak to that part of you that feels inadequate. I want to speak to that part of you that doubts, and not necessarily that you're doubting in God, but you're doubting yourself. Again, not necessarily that you don't have faith in God, but the thing is, you don't have faith in yourself. Not that you don't trust God, you just don't trust yourself. Not that you don't believe in God, not that you don't believe that God can do miracles and do wonderful deeds. You just think maybe not with me. Maybe I'm too far gone. Maybe I'm too messed up. Maybe I'm too damaged. Maybe I've just messed up too much. Maybe I don't know. I just feel so lost, and I don't know. When I feel like $1,000,000, right? When I just feel super full of the Holy Spirit, when I just feel full, when I just feel so much light inside of me that I'm just overflowing, right? A thought could spring up inside of me and be like, you're inadequate for this. You don't have what it takes. And I could be like, what? Like, I know you lying by, and just, shrug it off. But on days like this, when I'm not like 100%, right? When I'm not 1,000,000%, not even 100%, right? And that thought comes in of like, you don't got this. You a lost cause. You'll never get it right. You'll keep messing up. You'll keep giving into these bad moods. You'll keep doing this. This is just who you are, right? It gets harder. It gets harder to believe that God got this. But I'm here to tell you, and I'm here to tell myself, that God do got this. That God does know you. He does know you. He's still working on you. He's still setting things right. He's still putting things where they belong, and he's still removing what doesn't belong, what should have never cling to you in the first place. I'm gonna tell you something about faith. Faith is this knowing that you have. Faith is like your eyes were closed, but now they have been open to seeing something that other people around you may not see, that others may not see. You're seeing something that you didn't see before. And this thing that you're seeing, it's not just, it feels different. I mean, it is the truth. Like, there's this like huge, it feels like ding 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 ding, you got it, that's the truth. It feels that way. This knowing that you have, it's like, I'm sorry, I just can't unsee it. I'm sorry, I just can't shrug it off and say it's nothing. I'm sorry, I just can't shake this off. I'm seeing something I didn't see before. I'm seeing something, and it's the truth. I'm seeing something and it's exhilarating. I'm seeing something and it's exciting. I'm seeing something and it's lighting up something inside of me. I know something. I know something that I didn't know before, and I just can't go back now. I just can't turn away from this knowing I know something. That's what the faith is. God has opened your eyes to seeing something that you didn't see before. God has opened your eyes to seeing, wait, hold up. God is the creator of the whole universe, and he created me, And he was intentional with me, with the things that he put inside of me, with the desires that he put inside of me, with the personality he put inside of me. He was intentional with my eyes. He was intentional with the shape of my nose. He was intentional with the shape of my lips. He was intentional with the way I talk, the languages that I speak. He was intentional with my hair. So you just can't unsee that now. You just can't unknow that now. You know something now, and you just can't turn away from it. You just can't pretend that you don't know it. You know something now. That's the faith, and no one can take this away from you again. It's this something. It's, you feel this. It's this feeling. It's this something. It's tangible. It even feels tangible. Like you're really grasping onto this, like, I know what I saw, I know what I heard, I know what I experienced. You can't take this away from me, right? But that doesn't stop the world from trying, right? The enemy is still going to try to, the enemy is going to try to get, you know, fingers off of the faith that you're clinging on to. So he's going to come with things like, you're inadequate, you're insufficient, you messed up before, you're probably going to mess up again, you don't have what it takes, you're a lost cause. um and and the enemy may also use people, right? And not even in the way that you think, where they're like literally saying, you know, hurtful things to you, or like literally coming at you for your faith. No. um it'll be subtle things, like they don't relate to you. They can't relate to you, right? People around you don't really understand you. They don't really understand what you mean by God save you. They don't really understand what it is that you're feeling, because their eyes have not been open to that yet. You know something now that you didn't know before. You know that you know now that you can have a personal relationship, an intimate relationship with the God who created you. You can have an intimate relationship with your father, that he is your father, that he has adopted you into his family, right? That now you are a citizen of heaven, right? You know these things now that you didn't know before, and you just can't shake it off, right? That is your faith. But there are going to be other people that don't know this, and even if you let them in on this, right, even if you tell them, they still don't get it, because their eyes are still close to this, right? In Galatians, remember, it says, like, do you remember how you came to know this? Do you remember how you came to the faith? Do you remember what happened to you, right? Was this by man? Was this because someone told you? Or was this by the Spirit of God, right? Was this like what you experienced? Was this supernatural? Was this like literally just you by yourself? Nobody else experienced this with you, right? Nobody else, like nobody told you anything, or I don't know how it went for you, right? I don't know. But you felt something inside. It was internal. It wasn't so much external, it was internal. Everything was happening inside of you. I remember the first time that I experienced the presence of the Lord. It was something supernatural. It was something, I mean, in that moment I literally felt that the atmosphere shifted. I literally felt something clicked, something shifted, something changed, like something completely changed. Nothing was the same after that moment. But looking from the outside in, but looking from the outside in, but looking from the outside, ain't nothing changed. Nothing changed, right? Like the people that were around me, they didn't notice anything. They didn't experience what I experienced. They didn't go through what I just went through, right? They don't know what I just saw. They didn't know. They don't share the knowing. At least not yet. The word tells us to hold on to this faith. We have to hold on to this knowing that we have. And sometimes this knowing, we really can't even put it to words. We really don't even know what happened, or what did that mean. But we know that we experienced something supernatural. We know that we experienced something out of this world. We know that, this is not just something I can shrug off. This is a knowing. This is something I know deep inside of me, right? And so the word tells us, hold on to this faith. Why? Because as it says in Hebrews 11:33, by faith these people overthrew kingdoms. These people ruled with justice. By faith these people received what God had promised them. By faith these people shut the mouths of lions. By faith these people quenched the flames of fire. By faith these people escaped death by the edge of the sword. By faith their weaknesses were turned to strength. It says that by faith, by this person's knowing, that person's life was changed. It was never the same again, right? And it also says that this faith changed the lives, changed the world of the people around them, right? Like it completely shifted. This faith shifted the atmosphere. This faith did something different. This faith that you have, this knowing that you have, is so precious. It can change atmospheres. And although this faith that you have is so precious, right? That's not saying that because it's so precious, you have to guard it. No, what we're saying here is that because it's so precious, because it's so beautiful, it's meant to be shared. Others are meant to look at your faith so that they can get inspired by it, so that they can believe, so that they can seek that faith, so that they can ask for that knowing that you have. There are so many people that don't believe that good things could happen to them. So they need someone like you to come and show your precious faith to them, so that, yeah, maybe they don't say anything out loud, but within themselves they start this curiosity towards getting to know God, this curiosity towards getting to know the faith that you have, and wanting it for themselves. They start this belief of, if it happened for her, maybe it can happen for me too. But what happens, because it has happened to me, is that I don't feel like I know enough to share, right? Like I don't know enough of what's going on in my head, or what went to my what's going on in my world, right? Like I don't know what exactly happened. I don't know exactly, I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling. I just know I'm feeling something, supernatural. I believe it's God. I believe it's the hand of God, right? I believe it's something greater than myself. I believe it's something greater than this world. I believe it's something precious. I believe I felt love. I believe I felt care. I believe I felt embraced, right? Like I believe I felt something. I just don't know how to put it to words. I don't know how to make people understand. I don't know how to make them feel what I felt, right? I don't know what are the words in the Bible, right? I don't know what is the verse. I don't know what God's name is, right? I don't know God as Jehovah. I don't know God as I don't know God as the Almighty God. I don't know God as the sovereign God, right? And so we feel inadequate. And so we feel inadequate to tell our story. We feel inadequate to share our faith. We feel inadequate to share our testimony because we don't have this, like, we don't have the verses, we don't have the names, we don't have the perfect story. Like, we don't, so I don't know how to share it. I don't think I can share it. I was having a Bible study with my friend, and she asked me this question that the answer immediately sprung to the surface, right? Like I immediately knew the answer, but I doubted myself, right? And I got scared, kind of like, well, I don't know if that's the right thing. You remember back in school, who remembers when the test said, what's 2 plus 2? And immediately you knew it was 4, but then you started doubting yourself, like, wait, is it 4? Let me just check my calculator. That doubt. So she was asking me something. I didn't know the answer to it. I did know the answer to it, but I doubted. And I said, I wasn't prepared for this test, Miss Gloria. And she was like, honey, this is not a test. I'm only asking you to tell me what you know. I'm only asking you to tell me what you are seeing. I'm only asking you to tell me what you have heard. Jesus said, and you will be my witnesses, telling people about me everywhere. Jesus didn't say, go and study the whole Bible before you get out there and tell them about me, before you get out there and tell them what I'm doing in your life. Jesus did not say, script this, perfect testimony. Jesus said, be my witness. Jesus said, testify. Jesus said, speak up. Jesus is saying, you know something. You know something that others do not know. Your eyes have been open to seeing something that other people can't see. You have experienced something supernatural, something out of this world. You know something. You're holding on to something, and this something is precious. You know something. You have this light inside of you. I'm not asking you to find the perfect words for it or the Bible verse to explain what you felt. I'm asking you to speak of what you know. I'm asking you to speak of what you have seen. I'm asking you to speak of what you have heard, because what you have seen, what you have heard, what you have experienced, that thing that you know, that faith that you have, that is what will change atmospheres. That is what will change your life. So God is saying, stop trying to work at it so hard. He's saying you don't have to overcomplicate it. He's saying you don't have to put all these rhinestones and all these to make it look nice, to make it sound nice. Just speak of what you have experienced. Just speak of what you know. Because what you know, that's enough. So today, I just want to invite you to a little moment of rest. Rest from trying to make things look nice, sound nice, appealing to others, trying to work so hard so that they understand. You can let go of it. You can stop trying, because God will work miracles with your knowing. With the faith that you have, God will do wonders with that. That's the thing, though. God will do miracles with your faith, not that perfect faith that you're trying to curate. So I hope you accept this invitation to just be yourself and to just share what you know in whatever way you can, however that looks like to you, because God will use it. Because God will use it to change atmospheres. God will use it to change up the room. God will use it to shift the room. Thank you so much for being here with me. Until next time.